I invite you to make your way to a comfortable meditation posture. And just as you find your way to whatever posture works for you for today, just do a few stretches, little movements. So my go-to is always rolling my shoulders back and then forward. I also like tilting my head one side and then the other side. If I'm feeling adventurous, I might do a rotation. And then just move in whatever way feels good to you. Whatever the body is asking for or feels would be nice. Okay, and then find smaller and smaller movements as you settle in. You might even find that it's nice to kind of sway side to side, front to back as you find your posture. And let those movements get smaller and smaller until you're not even sure if you're still moving or not. Then find that sense of balance, that poise. And notice if there is any feeling of ease, comfort, or stability. And I'll invite you here to take a slightly deeper inhale on the next breath. And to breathe out through the mouth, maybe even making a sound. And then allowing the breath to just fall into a comfortable rhythm. And so the practice that I'd like to bring today to offer is permission to relax. See if it's possible to really give yourself this permission to relax, to ignore things that are coming up. Taking a kind of cozy disinterest. And so we'll begin here by setting this intention to really allow yourself to relax. And of course, different things will come up throughout this time of meditation. And that's totally fine. And some of those things will be pleasant, some will be unpleasant, some will be easy to let go of, some will be a bit harder to release. And it doesn't matter what you end up doing or finding, it's just this intention to have this space, this opportunity to let go, to release, to not need to get involved. So I'm going to provide some instructions on how we might do this, how we might build this up bit by bit. But first, let's just take 1 minute with this permission to relax, this skillful ignoring. Whatever is arising, allow it to come and go like clouds in the sky. Good. So now I'll invite you to check in with what is present in this moment. Noticing the different components, the different aspects of your experience. So noticing any sounds you can hear. I'm hearing the sound of rain, wind, cars, the sound of my computer fan. Just noticing any sounds in the present moment. And then noticing any sensations in the body. Be nice to just check in with the feeling in the hands or the feeling in the feet and the feeling of sitting or being supported, whatever way your body is being held. That sense of solidity. And perhaps also noticing the sensations of the breath. And any other sensations that are appearing for you right now. And then noticing your internal state. You know, we often ask the question, how are you? And we'll often give a response that's something like good or not so good. But that answer of good or not so good is actually, behind that, there's a number of qualities, feeling states, thoughts, emotions. And see if you can just drop a bit below the level of how you might answer that question and connect with what you're feeling right now. Noticing if there is steadiness and calm. Perhaps the mind feels scattered. Maybe you feel balanced and equanimous, or it might feel like things are turbulent. There might be all sorts of different feelings. And here we are just acknowledging, letting those be. If we see them clearly, we can then practice this skillful ignoring. And see them clearly and know that those are okay to just be here. That is what is there. Now I'll invite you to find a place that you can rest your attention. Now this might be something familiar, perhaps the breath. It could also just be a body sensation or sounds. Something that feels somewhat neutral, or maybe is somewhat pleasant to pay attention to. You can also adjust this practice to be any focus scope that helps you find this calm and this sense of skillful ignoring. And so when you've found something, just gently bring your attention to it. So maybe this is the sensations of the breath in one location. Or gently coming back to sounds. Just gently returning back to those sensations in the present moment. And here we practice calm abiding, hanging out with those sensations, bringing them into the foreground, having them close enough to us that we can rest. We can stabilize attention. And just letting everything else come and go. We are aware of everything else arising and passing in experience. Just letting it come, letting it be, letting it go. And if you do get caught up in any sensation, thought, or feeling, just remind yourself of this permission to relax, permission to ignore. Good. So, as you are practicing, you are allowing the body to relax, allowing the mind to settle. And by reorienting to a sensation in the present, this allows your experience to simplify. The mind is not drawn as much to different sensations. And gradually, bit by bit, the attention will rest with your chosen object for longer and longer periods of time. And as this happens, the energy of the mind is not dispersed as much as before. You might feel a sense of this energy building. You might feel this in the body as a sense of well-being, calm that builds. You might also find that the mind gets brighter and sharper. And simply by choosing to ignore, we allow the experience to simplify. Allow the mind to become collected, the mind and body to become collected. Inclining towards ease, comfort, and stability. Good. And the final instruction I'll offer here is to check back in with your present moment experience of the body. Notice this sense of calming, grounding, stabilizing. And see if you can feel this throughout the body. See if there is any sense of ease, comfort, or stability. And allow yourself to be in the body in a way that is collected, integrated, and whole.